So, what up everybody? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to me life. I haven't said that for a while. I know the last video I didn't say that. But I know this time I'm looking into the lens. So welcome back to another video. And welcome back to shitty lighting. I can have this lighting in the background, but then you're going to see this and then my face is in the way. It's not all about the perfect lighting as long as I guess you can see me. So the topic for me always comes up because this is what I've been dealing with. This is what I've been going through, and this is what I see. With social media, you see it all over. You see being posted on Instagram. You see statuses being posted on Facebook, and I just take it in because it's what I go through and it's what I've been going through, and I see what the outcome can be from this being happening. And people, you know, we all have a plan to do something, which is great. We all have goals, or at least I do, or at least some people. But for the ones that do have goals, we all have goals, which is great. We all have these great ideas, which is awesome. We all have these things, but none of those things are going to come together if you don't start doing it. Like, if you have a planned start date, usually it doesn't work out. In all 99% of the time, it really doesn't work out if you have a start date, or at least the start date may work out, but your ideas going up to that start date, you may not be doing those ideas when the start date comes. And then when the start date comes, you may not do it at all because the ideas don't work out, so you don't turn on the camera, or you don't do what you're doing, what you want to be doing for your start date, for quitting smoking, for whatever it is. Like, I can list off, I can sit here and name a whole bunch of things, whatever it is you want to do. But the main thing I see people want to do their big goals, they want to do their dreams, they want to do that thing in school, or they want to do that thing for their music, they want to shoot a video, they want to start a podcast, they want to start doing journalism, they want to start doing being a doctor, they want to start being a bounty hunter, they want to start being whatever it is. Like, I'm going to start naming a whole bunch of things, but whatever it is you want to start, you can have this idea, you can have these things when you want the start date. Say, oh, okay, I'm going to start it next week on the 15th, or I'm going to start it next week on the 6th, and this is when I'm going to start it. So you start building up your ideas, you start building up what you want to do. Yeah, it's okay, write them down. But I almost guarantee you when that start date comes, those ideas aren't going to come into perfect play. So A, it's either going to make you push and just start it anyways and just go with the flow, or B, it's going to make you not want to do it because those ideas didn't work out, so it doesn't make you want to start your goal, whatever it is, on your start date. So having a start date is very difficult. Having a plan an idea when you want to do it, having an idea when you want to start it, like having this idea is good, but the only way to get through it, and especially if you're new at doing it and you want to start out, especially if you're new at doing it, just start it. And I'm telling you, the first one, it may be good. Whatever it is you're doing, whatever your start date is for whatever, it may be good, it may be not. But starting it is the only way to know. And again, it's great if people say, well, I need the ideas, and I need these people to like it, and I need this, and I need that, and I want to know this, and I want to know this before I start it. Well, that's great. Getting all that knowledge is great, but you already know your idea. You already know what you want to do, and the only way to do it is to start it, and to get your fans or your people to follow you, or whoever it is you want to get into your business. You just have to start it because those good people will follow. And once you start, and if you have all those ideas, what people want, and you're building it up to your start date, and then all of a sudden you don't do those things, and then those people unfollow you, it just makes you unhappy, whatever. So my whole point is just starting it, just doing it. The people that will follow are the right ones, and for your idea and for what you want to do, the good ones will follow. And if the right ones aren't following what you like and you want to aim around towards those people, the people that started following you won't start liking you. So you have to build a good fan base. You have to build good customers. You have to build a good well-being. So being true to yourself, being humble, just doing it the way, genuinely the way you want to do it, like the way you want to do it. Just doing it. Don't let anybody like critique it or anything or tell you should do it on this date or what you should be doing, because when the start date comes, again, when you plan that start date and the start date comes, the whole ideas may not plan out the way you want it to work. It may not work out in the sections the way you wanted it to work out on the start date. So again, it's either not going to happen because it didn't work out the way you wanted it to, or no, you're either just going to do it anyways, just do it, and that's showing that you don't care what anybody else thinks, you just want to do it for yourself. Or B, it's not going to work out because all those ideas that you got from people and all these things that you're trying to pinpoint it and plan it out to a certain T to that start date, it's not going to work out. I mean, the way you want it to, so that you end up just not doing it. So again, we all have these plans, we all have these goals, we all have everything, something that we want to do, but the only way to do it is to start it. And I have these issues all the time because I have my music and I have this doing my vlog talks and talking on this video, and I want to do some comedy. I want to do a whole bunch of things with writing. I want to help people through their issues that I go through. So I want to do all these things. So even making this video helps me doing it. And again, I've gone through the planning. I've gone through this is how I want to do it. And I even sat there doing it again before I put on this video. And it was holding me off longer. It's good to have those ideas. It's good to get that creative mind going. And it's good to have that. But just doing it and just going with the flow and putting those ideas into action is so much better than to build up the ideas and write them all down and have a start date, because all those things aren't going to work out. Maybe a couple, maybe 2 or 3, but every single one of them is not going to work out. And again, that can hold you off from not doing it all because it will make you unhappy that those ideas didn't work out. So it almost held me off from not turning on the camera. So just turning on the camera and doing my idea of what I wanted to, it just flows out. It comes together. It eventually comes together. And if it didn't, I'd probably be turning off the camera or I'd be starting it over again. But it just makes sense just to do it. So asking what people want for your idea, asking and then writing it down what that idea is, and then trying to think, well, this is how I'm going to set it up and this is how it's going to look. And then that's great. It's always great to have that idea, because I do too, and I always have how I want to set up, but the destination towards it can't be set into different points. It's very difficult for it to be set because it's not always going to work out. It's the way you write it down, the way you first write it out, the way you first put it together. Just like my lyrics, if I first write it out, that's not how it comes out when I want to record it. I have to go back through it and I have to put, to make it where I want it to be. But for all this happening, the only way it's going to happen is if you just start it. And if it's not for you, it's not going to work out. And if you can keep on doing it because you enjoy it, keep doing it because you enjoy it. But it's the thing that you're doing is not for everybody. But the only way you're going to find out if it's right for you is for you to do it. And again, this start date thing, I'm learning with myself. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to clean my place on this date. I'm going to make sure that I write this on that date. I'm going to make sure that I do the video on this date. And I have all these ideas for it. And when it comes down to it, I don't do it because I either A, didn't have something that I wanted to do it, or B, I didn't have these things coming up to the start date when the start date came. So I didn't do it. And knowing that I should have just do it, because eventually I did it and it feels so much better just to do it, because that's the only way you're going to find out. Because we can create so much in our minds, we can create so much ideas and write them down, and it makes it sound so good and it makes it sound so great that it's already happening when really it hasn't happened yet. And then you do it and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, that's how it is. Like, it could work either way. You could be like, wow, this was great, and that's all I had to do is do it and just start. Or, okay, this isn't for me. Like, A or B, 50-50. It's going to be one or the other. It's not going to work, or it is going to work. There's a lot of us out there right now that are doing things that we don't love. They're just doing it because we have to live. We have to survive. We have to get food. We have to pay rent. So these people are working these things or doing these things because we have to do them. But I believe that, yes, money is something that we need to get, to buy things and that, but doing what we love and actually doing our goals and actually putting our ideas into action, it feels so much better to be, just define your happiness. It's not even about doing the thing. Just find where you're happy, find where you enjoy it, find where your spot is where you enjoy doing it. And I for me myself, I have all these ideas, but nowadays I don't put it out there unless I'm gonna do it. Like, I don't say, oh, this is what I'm gonna do. So recently, if I say I'm gonna write, I say, well, I'll try to, or something. Like, I don't put it out there unless I'm going to do it nowadays. And I'm working on the thing of just do it and not put it together, and try to, like, perfect the journey, like I've already talked in my last video. And it's just one of those things that just keeps coming up because I see it for everybody, and it's something that I'm going through. So why not talk about it and show you that the only way it's going to happen is if you just do it. Planning dates are good. Well, yeah, okay, I planned the trip, or I planned this is how it worked out, but like, did the journey work out towards it? Like, did it work out perfectly towards it, and that's how it worked out? Yeah, your idea will work out in the end. It can work out, but the only way your idea works out in the end is if you do it and just start it. And ask anybody out there. They just started doing it and it just works out. Some people don't work out, some people do. Some things don't, some things do, but you have to find it and you have to just start it. And I repeat that, the only way it's going to happen is if you just start it. And that's for myself. For this video, same thing. I just put on the video. Yeah, the lighting sucks. That's my only issue, because I just want you guys to see me and I don't want it to be dark. So that's my only issue. But I kept saying, well, maybe I should say this, and maybe I should do that, and maybe I should do this and do that. No, just fucking turn on the camera, Kevin, and just do it. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit what anybody says. I don't care. And I've said that multiple times. I'm always going to fall off and then come back. Eventually it's going to come together because I've asked for something big. But as long as I keep doing it, as long as I'm fighting for something I love and fighting for something I enjoy, that's all I care. Is if I die trying doing it, at least I died trying doing what I love, and at least I've died trying something that I enjoy. And I keep fighting it, and I'm not going to put up with the bullshit where it's going to put me in a stupid routine. And a lot of us are doing it out there, doing things that are making us unhappy, and you ask why they're doing it, and they say because I have to survive. And true, you probably do, but deep down inside, if you just take that jump and take that start, it's not, people want it right away. We all want it right away, and I'm guilty for that. I want it right away, so it doesn't happen. I'm not doing what I'm doing because I keep holding it off, because I keep trying to plan it perfectly, and I keep trying to put it out, this is how I want it. And that's why it's held off. That's why it's being held off, because I want it to be this way, when I know what I should be doing, and I know it can come naturally if I just do it. Just go out and do it. And a lot of us are doing things that are making us unhappy, and I know it's difficult to make that step. I know that. I really do. I know that it's not easy to make the first step, but as long as you do it, you'll be happy. As long as you made the step, as long as the first step isn't perfect, as long as the first business isn't perfect, as long as the first whatever it is, whatever the fuck it is, man, as if it's not perfect the first time, who gives a shit? Just do it. That's all. It just takes time. Things take time. Why is it taking you so long? Well, because things take time. And for what I want to do and for what I ask for, maybe it's not my time yet, but I know it's going to come as long as I keep doing it. As long as I keep pushing forward and keep trying to do it, and not say that I'm going to do it and then I don't do it. Like, I try not to do it, try not to say what I'm going to do and I don't do it. If I'm doing it, I'm going to say I'm doing it. If I'm not doing it, I'm not going to say I'm going to do it. And because if it doesn't come, then I'm disappointing myself and others. And you don't want to do that. So if you don't do it in your start date, you're just disappointing yourself and you're disappointing others, because you built all that up and then you didn't do it. You didn't do it for some reason. There's some 1 or 2 or 3 reasons why you didn't do it on your start date. And if you did it, no matter what happened up to that start date and you did it, that's good, because you did it and you started it. But I'm telling you, you're going to disappoint yourself and you're going to disappoint everybody else when you're saying you're going to do something and you don't do it on the start date. And when the start date comes, you have excuses. And then as you keep building those excuses, those people aren't going to trust what you're doing anymore. They're not going to trust that you're doing it. And I've been in that spot. I'm in that spot. I'm a rapper. I'm a singer. I used to rap all the time. I used to sing I sing all the time, and I do still rap. But I used to write, and I used to record, and I used to put my shit out all the time. I used to podcast all the time. But it doesn't work out because I want it to be. I disappointed myself because I try to want it to be one way, and it doesn't work out. So I disappoint myself, and that's what's going to happen when you try to plan a start date. Have a planned date, but do not ever try to plan the ideas ahead until that start date comes, because it ain't gonna work out until that date comes, and just go with the flow. That's what you gotta do. That's from my heart to yours. That's from a man to a woman. That's from a man to a man. That's from a man to a he, she, whatever the fuck you want to call yourself. That's just from my heart to your heart. And that's just true talk. And if you follow me and you know what I'm saying, if you want to see someone's shithead, look at this shithead. He's trying to get in my soup. So I'm going to end it at that because it's almost 20 minutes. And if you made it this far in the video, fuck, I thank you. I appreciate it. If you made it this far into my video, I appreciate you. I do. I really do. I don't know how else I can show that right now. All I can do is just keep putting videos out for you. If it's helping you, great. Tell me. Let me know. And if it is and you don't want to tell me, that's even better, because hopefully it's helping somebody out there, because it helps me doing this. And I hope you understand. I'm going to end it there because, again, it's almost 20 minutes. And, yeah. So just fucking do it. Just do it. Just do it. Do it right now. I'm going to wait. Wait. Did you do it yet? Just do it. That's it. Just do it. I know it's hard. Trust me. I know it's fucking hard. But just do it. It's the only way, man. It's the only way. You're going to find out. So I'm going to end it there again. So be good. Be safe. Much love to everybody. Keep that head up. Keep smiling. Peace out.